Okay, we're going to create a piece of content together since there's no page on your website like this right now. So when you open your dashboard up here, we're going to click on Add New. Then we're going to give it a title. We'll call it New Construction Homes for Sale. This is going to be the title of the page. The keywords are really new construction homes. So we're going to highlight that, hit copy. Then we're going to come over to this tool here. Not this one here. We're going to put in the focus keyword for this page is going to be new construction homes. We're going to paste the keyword in here. This is your SEO tool to optimize every page on your website. And there's a scoring mechanism as to how optimized it is. So you want to try to get as close to 100. This right now it's at 43 of 100. This one we're not going to talk about right now. So each of these do different things. This here is your main page. This is an extra plugin that we'll talk about some other day. This is the framework of the entire website. So we're going to put it on the wide content look. We're not going to have a sidebar on it. The wide content is a little more acceptable and easier to read on mobile. So we're going to be over here on the page. We already went to this. Okay, great. We're going to get out of this for 1 second here. So if I put new homes for sale, you see all these words that are popping up here? It's tapped into a special database that shows what Google searchers are searching for here in the world. And we're focused on Southern California. So you could have new homes for sale California, new homes for sale Las Vegas if you open a branch there, or San Antonio. But this one here is going to be we're going to focus on new construction because one of your pages references new construction. Homes. So that's going to be our key phrase for the entire page. We're not going to stuff a bunch of stuff in to the page. On here, when you hit edit snippet, you're going to type in here. The easiest way to do it is just put this entire thing here. Oops. Copy. Edit, boom. We're not going to stuff a bunch of keywords in. We're just going to put it like this. I guess we could put new. We could put home builders. Southern California. Okay, so we're going to put Southern California. That's your target market. Okay, then we're going to take new construction homes. And we are going to put this much, copy. We're going to paste it into the permalink. That's the link address. Then we need a description here. Now notice description has to be less than 160 characters. Just like the title had to be less than 60 characters. 45 to 53 is ideal. But the max is 60. Don't go over 60 or Google will chop it up in the search engines and not display it properly. Same with the description down here. Your max is 160 characters. If you can do a little bit less, that's great. So let me grab our description here. What did it come out? 179. So we're going to go in and new construction homes for sale in Southern California can be a great investment. I'll put a period there. Then we're going to put review all new models, floor plans, and amenities. And then we're going to get rid of the rest of this text here like this. We're at 130. Then we're going to put maybe like we show new homes for sale. I don't know. Let's put it like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to copy this right here. This is a description. X out of that. We're going to go over to schema. I'm not sure why it's not appearing on the page. There's a little thing called schema. This article will pop up. We're going here. This tells the search engines more about what your page is about. So we're going to take a little bit of this, drop it in here as the title. We're going to enable it. It says enable speakable. And the reason is that people search by voice on their cell phone, and that's the wave of the future for the internet. So this SEO tool that's in the back end of your website is built for that, but you have to come in and enable it here. Now, if this was a news article, you could hit news article, or a blog post. We're just going to call it an article. So we don't need keywords because the search engines don't rely on them anymore, because people would stuff the keyword section and then it's just really spam. So we're going to go in here. We're going to put this like this and put a S for sale. Boom. So we've got the SEO part of it done so far. Go back here and we're at 53 of 100. Hooray, you're using the focus keyword in the SEO title, which was back up in here. The focus keyword is inside the SEO meta description, and the focus keyword is used in the URL. So where that's at, that's right here, the permalink. This is the SEO title, permalink, and description. Okay, now we should have at least 600 words. That becomes a little bit of a problem. So I have used my special magical powers to come up with some words. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them right in here. And we're not going to use this list here. Move that. Then we're going to go down and see. Okay, so this is construction. Buying new construction homes for sale in Southern California. Okay, so we're going to go back over here. We're going to grab this here, copy. I'm going to make that the first sentence. Boom. And then it says, however, so that's the next sentence. The sentences in WordPress and on the internet should be 2 to 3 sentences max per paragraph. However, it's important to do your due diligence and carefully consider all the property purchasing a home. In this article, we're going to provide some tips and strategy. Okay, well, possibly. All right, then we're down here. Normally, the way I do it is I put a price range table in here. It's a lot of work. I'll show you how to do that, or what I do, but right now we're just kind of doing the basics of building this new construction home for sale page. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a short code, and this short code, that was a heading, remove that. Okay, I just hit the enter key. There's a plus sign. So a couple ways to put this short code in is you can hit the plus sign here or this one over here, but right now we're going to hit this one. I can't see the word short code in here, so we're going to type in short code. It's like a little box like that, and then we're going to go to, let me see where your page is here. Okay, so here's your Showcase IDX. I have new construction homes already pre-built. Put that over here. I'm going to paste that in here. Then we're going to hit a button. All we did was click under it. And now I'm going to get a little spacer in here. So I'm going to put a little spacer. Move that up a little. Let's see. So it's spacing between this shortcode and the next shortcode. So we're going to go over here and grab a shortcode. And I really want this shortcode up a little higher. And I want this spacer bar up like this. And so in this shortcode here, we're going to have a search tool. So the way you find the search tool, let's see here, is over here in Showcase IDX. You go to Settings, you go to Shortcodes. Here, you go to Search. So all these wild extra things that you can do in Showcase IDX that most agents don't even use, even the ones I've talked to that have been using this product for quite a while. So we're going to look at a search. So we're going to take like a search bar like this, but for new construction. So I hit Apply, Save, Search, include Advanced Search, and here we're going to put Search New Homes. Okay, so the Advanced Search puts this little plus sign underneath here. We'll go over that in person. Over here, there's a custom search for new construction homes. So I'm going to put new construction homes. So it's already pre-designed for new construction homes. So I'm going to copy that shortcode. See how long it takes here. I'm going to paste it in here. We could put a little paragraph here. I hit the plus sign here. I'm going to go to a paragraph. I don't need a heading. I'm just going to go to a paragraph. And in here, I'm going to put search tool preset to new homes for sale. Just change the city for the area you want to live in. Okay, and maybe we'll put a little heading up here, and let's see here, new construction home. Okay, introduction. I don't want this heading here. Let's move it down one here, and we're going to put new homes for sale in Southern California. So everybody wants to show new homes, and we're going to go up here and we're just going to highlight this like this. We'll hit one bold there. Don't want to bold too much. We want to space this out a little bit. So what I do is I went to the plus sign. I looked for the spacer so I could space it out and make it look really nice on the screen, like a good presentational flyer, if you would. Always hit the save draft so you don't lose your page. And I'll show you why and how that happens. It's really a function of your browser. But we'll hit saving. It saved it right there. We don't need to preview it right now. Now we got new homes for sale. And then you could write, let's see, we'll put a little spacer bar here. You could write steps to buying a new home. You're a marketing maven. There are 5 steps to buying a new home, new construction home. And so you could come in here and create a little paragraph and say 5 steps to buying a new home. And then you hit space, and then some miracle here. I have some content. So let me grab the content here. Determine what your budget is. Then I would just put a bold on that. Research the builder. You might want to come in here and edit this and say we do all this for you. And the main goal of us working on your behalf to find you a brand new home with one of the home builders is to do all this extra research. So you're going to have to come up with the language around that so people contact you directly first. This is just so that we can get this website launched here. So get an inspection. These are all great points to use. And then down here, got that plus sign again. If I hit plus here, it's going to add an item number 6. If I hit plus again, I'm looking for the spacer tool. So again, it's all about presentation. Then we're going to put a paragraph. And in this paragraph, we're going to put some more content that I've written up like this. And if we really wanted to make it stand out, there's a couple ways to do that. When you hit the plus sign, you can type in MAI. That's the company who develops a part of the framework of the website. You'll see My Notice. When you click on My Notice, I really like this tool here. It's got a little question mark. This is like an info box. You can copy and paste it in here, so we'll do that. We're going to copy and paste it, so I'm hit copy. I'm going to paste it in here. It'd have this info box, then I'd hit this little I here. Oops, then I'm over on the right side here. Let me hit there's a sprocket, like a settings sprocket. You don't have to worry about this. Then there's the Genesis icon. That's only for the page layout. And we'll talk about how those work in person if you want to know. But we'll go on the sprocket for this block. They call this a block. And I clicked on the I. So I can make it info, I can make it a note, and the icon changes, a bookmark, an idea. Do the colors change? I don't know how to change them on that. There's an alert. There's a success. I think that goes in green. There's an error. Doesn't know why that would be there. And then a note. And I'm not sure how the rest of it. You can change icons apparently. I just like the idea. So then buying a new construction home starting can be exciting. By doing your homework and following these tips, you can ensure you find the perfect home. So you can do it that way. And then you could have another closing part to get them to fill out a contact form if you wanted. Or you could take this text here and you could go back to your sidebar right here and you get the background. I click on background, I'm going to pick, this is a wonderful color here, but we're going to use like a light gray and it'll bold it out this way. So you have to decide whether you like the notice section or the bolded out section. I use both for different reasons. Okay, so we're there. We're going to go hit the spacer bar, space it a little bit. And then if you wanted a contact form here, you would just hit add a block here, or you can go over here and hit add a block. When you add a block, you've got a lot of tools here. You have a call to action, which is similar to a button. It's kind of a link. You have a testimonial, drop character caps, different type of notice. Don't really like that one, but you know, everyone likes something different. Different layouts. You have to kind of go in and explore it all on your own. Spectra, which is this little blue icon over here, which is a free plugin that I've added to your website. Gives you a lot of extra things that you can do. I like using what's ever up in here first, but Spectra is here too, and I'm experimenting with a couple things in it. Down here is text, and then you go, okay, where's that form J? Because I don't have a lot of time. I get that. So we'll go up here and we'll type in form. Oops. Form, okay. Well, let's see what's going on here. We have a form that they have at Spectra. I'm not sure where your form is, so we'll have to go through and find the right form. There might be a form design like this. So you have a catchy headline, and then this here is an actual form. I'm not sure if I have WP forms in the back end of the website right now, so we'll have to look at that. Or you can just get rid of that altogether. You can say, well, doesn't Showcase IDX have a form? Sure they do. So you would hit this and you'd look for short code. Now, why don't you just use all Showcase IDX forms? Well, because I'm a little crazy and I come up with great marketing ideas and test them out. And so I like a little more advanced forming. So we're going to go over this. We're going to go out of that. We're going to go right to Showcase IDX, which is right here. Okay, we're going to go back to settings. Here we are. Okay, so in settings, in shortcodes, it'll come up with this. You go to contact. All you do is, this is the form that they have. When they fill it out, it goes right into your lead section here. So copy that. Then we'll go, where is it? Here it is right here. Let me zip it over here to this section. Boom. Boom. And then I like to go over here and hit a spacer below that. So that creates a whole page for new construction. You still need to add some photos into it. There's a lot of different ways and techniques of doing that. And this here was the contact form. So right before it, I'd hit, I guess you could get a gallery. So G would be gallery. You could use this gallery, and then you could add more photos in, because every page should have 2 to 3 photos or more. I found a kind of a way around it. When I go to the My Gallery, let's see, here it is, My Gallery. Here, you can add pictures in here. So we'll do that real quickly. Over here on the left-hand column, we're just going to have 3 photos. So if they had a large tablet, they could look at 3. If they had a medium tablet, 2. Mobile phone, 1. We're going to align the columns by center. Have the full column. I'll show you what that means. The gap between the columns is going to be narrowed. We're just going to have 4 photos. You could really trick it out. Go back to images. Then I like using not landscape but custom, and I like the images to be 600 by 600, but you can experiment with it and choose whatever you want to do. I like adding a shadow, enabling a light box. Go on the gallery, and then it should be, if I did this correctly, construction. Let's see, new homes. No, I don't have it set up here. New homes. All right, well, that's where you're going to have to go out and build your graphics. Let's see. What's this at? No, too big. Too big. See, when I click on them, they would all end up in that box there. So I'll just show you what that looks like. I clicked on 4 images. I hit select, and those 4 would be in there. We set it up for 4 images. It'll sort it back like that. So, but I'd want, if it was me, I wouldn't want these images. Let me show you why. I'm going to go back to this. We're going to go back to gallery. Yeah. My gallery. Here we go. My gallery. Okay. And then we're doing custom. We're doing it 600 by 600. We're hitting add gallery. Because some of those are just too big and they'll look really sloppy and load really badly on the page. So it's really important to figure out which images, like this one here is 133 characters. I'd want it smaller. This one here is 53 kilobytes. That's okay, but the images are not aligned the same. And this one here is 2500 by 1875. That's one of your before kitchen shots of Albury. So you want to get it all the same so it loads quickly on the page. And you can experiment. That's why what I do is I use canva.com to create the images. Canva.com. Let's see. I think I got one open over here somewhere. Oops. I'm going to let you come up with the creative ideas for that. But in Canva, I have the Pro Edition, so I can create images here. This image here is, oops, why is this like that? Okay, so if I resize it, this one here I think is 650 by 650. I like, again, 600 by 600 for those 4 photos at the bottom. But I'm going to let you do that because that's time consuming. I've done it on many of your pages. Let's see here. So I suggest putting that here at the bottom. I'm going to take this out for right now. And we can do that together in person if you want to do it that way. So this page, when it all looks good like this and it's got the pictures loaded, we need a featured image. I'm going to do that before I after I do this video. And let's see, make sure I got the layout correctly, wide layout. So we're just going to hit publish. I know it's only scored 65 out of 100. It needs more content. You have to edit the content to get the higher scores. Okay, let's just look at the page really quick. So it takes time to build a page. I mean, this has taken 26 minutes for me to go through this video. That's where all the time is going on. So the default picture is this one right here. I'm going to swap that out in a minute here. And then this is what it would look like on a map. You can also do new homes for sale in, Newport Beach, Huntington Beach, wherever the new home builders are, and narrow it down even more. And I'll show you how to do that in another time. But here's all the new home builds. And then 5 steps to buying a new home. You want to go over that. And then you want to have a headline here for the contact form. I'm going to go put some photos in here and spiff it up and make it look prettier because it's one of the pages for your website before we launch it. So this will all change here. But that's kind of how you build a page of content. Not a blog post, but a page. And I just wanted to point that out so you had some reference what to look at. And then when you go back to here, we have 65 out of 100. What it tells you here is we have 394 words, considering using at least 600 words. So some of my pages have 7,000 words. So you just have to be really good at figuring out what the words are that use this combination or a combination of those. And then you just scroll down here, additional. You need an image on the page, and we're going to fix that in just a minute. But that whole process takes time for me to create images. Link out to external resources. You can do that if you want to. I do that once in a while. I'll show you examples on another time, probably in person. Add a do follow link to pointing to external resources. I can do it. Add an internal link to your content. So you have this page of new construction homes, and then because you have a builder, you could come in here and link somewhere in the text to that builder page, and we'll talk about that. But you just got to get down the basics first. And then down below, it'll have title readability. This is all part of this Rank Math tool. And I have the Pro Edition. I'm letting you use that. It's part of my master account here. You can put they'll talk about positive and negative words in the title. Click on that, learn about a little bit more about that. You can also put a number in the title. We'll talk about that in person. Some high-level SEO stuff going on there. So that's how you create a page. And that's our video. Bye.